We're going to take another look at the 2025 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on 5-star offensive tackle Andrew Babalola, who signed with Michigan. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at the 2025 recruiting class every single day this offseason. We're going player by player, all the players down the list. So, when they start making plays for your team, you know a little something about them. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're going to start off with this 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes, you'll get there. He's a 5-star prospect with 24/7 Sports, the number 2 offensive tackle in the class in their rankings, number 3 in their composite. Listed at 6'6", 280. That's dated, that's older, that's changed. If you got a different height and weight, let us know in the comments below. We want to hear about it. But going down here to the offers, we got 35 of them. That's a fair amount of offers. It's pushing elite territory. That's looking good. Also, big-time programs looking at them like Oklahoma, Stanford, Auburn, many more. Many more. Played in the Navy All-American Bowl. Projected to be a future first-round pick. They're saying he's a gifted offensive tackle prospect. He's newer to football. We're still learning. We got the physical measurables. 6 foot, 34+ inch arms. A good frame to add space. We got some upside to our game. I'm excited to see the highlights with this kid. Again, Oklahoma trying to get him, but we're signed with Michigan. Going over here to On3, they also got him rated as a 5-star, the 3rd best offensive tackle in the class. Then we're going over here to Rivals. They got him as a 4-star, 6th best offensive tackle in the class. And then ESPN over here has him ranked 8th among offensive tackles. They got him as a 4-star. Some of the schools look at him, though. We got Alabama, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Miami. Big-time programs. We're after this kid. Let's take a look at the highlights. Let's see what he's working with. About 9 minutes of highlights here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. There he is right there. So definitely looks like the part of a big-time prospect already. Finishing our block, but looks like we got the size and the frame. And more to that frame to add, definitely. So adding more strength in the future, finishing our block, road grading our dudes. That's looking solid right there. Watching the hands on the chest plate. Going to finish them. There it is. Again, raw player, newer to football. It's not like he's been playing since he was 5. And boom, just destroying dudes. Natural strength, laying on him. So every guy he's finished so far, and that is what you want to see with top-tier tape at the position on any spot on the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle. You want to see him just mollywop dudes on every single play. Like right there, making them eat dirt. Their tape should be to the point where you can't get a gauge on their fundamentals. You just see guys get slammed to the turf, and that's what we're seeing here. That's what we're seeing here, which is good. That's what I gather from watching top-end 5 stars and 4 stars, watching them throughout the highlights every single year, that they should be just road grading, destroying everybody in front of them, because look at the guy lined up in front of them. Should be an easy kill right there. Just taking his face right down to the dirt. Now, basic things you should see, like him getting out of his stance quickly, where his hands are located, how he's moving laterally, and he should be finishing his blocks at the high school level. Should be, and that's what we're getting on every single play. That's what we're getting. And on top of that, you want to look at the guy's size, and we're seeing long arms, a good frame, we had good mass, and looks like we could add to it, which presents more upside for the college level. Something to build onto is what I'm talking about. Like, we can get better. And he's finishing his blocks, he's laying on dudes, he's putting them all to the ground. He's disintegrating defensive linemen, and that's how it should be. If you're having trouble with some of these kids who do not have a chance, a lot of them, to play college ball, then doing that at the Big Ten level is going to be very hard for you. But we're running through them, hot knife through butter, every single play. That's looking good. That's very exciting. This looks like Michigan football, too. You also got Bryce Underwood there. You need a big-time prospect there to keep you protected. You're bringing in some big-time quarterbacks. And from what we're seeing here in the highlights, we're seeing a prospect here finishes his blocks. Like every play, someone's going to the ground. Like we're taking away a defender every single play. Sometimes two. There it is. Just taking them out. What are some things you want to see? You're going to have to see those things probably in camp highlights, one-on-ones and stuff. But you want to see technique. You want to see where the hands are going. However, some of this is just you touch a guy and you disintegrate him. Look at the defensive lineman against him. So their hands are there. You got a little pushback here. Let's see. We're going to finish it, though. There it is. There it is. Shout out to that kid. Standing his own. Boom. Right on. Touches him. Makes him fall. Not seeing much on pulling. I want to see him make a play downfield, which we're going to see here. So we got some movement skills. Highly athletic player. Boom. Road grading again. Road grading. I want to see him go against high-end pass rushers. I want to see what that looks like. I want to see his feet against that. But we got a gifted prospect here. Good strength. Good leverage. Good size. Big size difference between him and the high school kids. He's going up against getting under the pads. Finishing them. Finishing in another guy right there. And top tier offensive line tape is always fun to watch. Because you're going to see bodies hit the floor. You're going to see bodies hit the floor. That's my favorite thing. Maybe not the most viewed content on the channel. But ultimately, it should be. It should be. Like, just chill out. Put some heavy metal on. Maybe some Slipknot or something. Watch these big guys just disintegrate these little high school defensive linemen. Like, right there. Every single time. That's what it should be. That's what it should be. Right there. That's what we should be seeing. Maybe you should destroy some of these guys a shade quicker. But I'm not going to give that to him. I think he's looking good. I think he's getting under the pads. I think he's mauling dudes. Mauling dudes. It's just him mauling. Some of these guys are good enough to stay alive a few seconds. But eventually, play after play, he's mauling the guys in front of him. And if you're looking to be a top offensive lineman at your position in your recruiting class, that's what your highlight tape needs to look like. That's what we saw last year with the top guys and the year prior when we were going over the top offensive linemen. Mauling. And when you're going over the highlights with them, you have no idea of... You have an idea, but you do not have a concise idea of the fundamentals of that player, because it should be a hot knife through butter. He should be mauling everybody, sending them to the ground, making them eat dirt, play after play after play. That's what we're getting here. That's what we're getting here. And Michigan's getting them a tough player, big time mindset, Big Ten mindset out here, physical. This one's going to be a fun guy to watch. They're going to establish the run game, and you're going to be able to see something fun at the Big Ten level over there at Michigan. And that's what you're getting. You're getting a big road grader here. A guy that's going to finish. A guy that's going to really put guys out. Really going to help the offensive line get a good push forward. Especially once he gets established, maybe a year or two into the system. Maybe sooner than that. But you got a big time talent. Look at it. Look at it. I say what I see from the tape is good. I want to see more of him moving. More of him getting downfield. Maybe like a big run and him chase. I just want to see him moving. I want to see... I know they don't need to pull him, but I want to see what that looks like just in case they need to do that at the college level. Like little things that's just not shown. Nothing negative. It's hard to find negative when you're just mauling everybody. But he gets out of the stance pretty quick. He fires out pretty fast. Everything's looking pretty fast coming out of him too. He looks like a naturally gifted offensive tackle prospect. And I see there's room to grow with this kid too, which is a big plus. A big plus. A bigger ball of clay. There he is. There's Poland. We're moving some. We're moving some. He's a big boy. He moves good for his size. Moves good for his size. Let's do it again. There is pass rush. We're seeing some pass rush there. Feet ain't bad. Feet ain't bad. I want to see more. Probably need more reps at that. There we are. It's high school level. You ain't going to get by him. You got to be fast. But he moves quick. Oh, that's a quick inside move by the D lineman. He stuffed it. He stuffed it. You're probably not going to see much quicker at that level. There he is. There he is. We're in the pass blocking sector, I guess, of the tape. This should, like, announce it or something. He's got a good step back. Here we go. We're running it. You're running it. Getting after it. Just watch him. Getting after it. They're running it. You know when they're going to run it. When you're watching him, I don't have to watch anybody else. Getting after it. Boom. Crushes him down. Push back. Big push back. We're gone, baby. Getting after it. Another guy eats the dirt. Another guy eats the dirt. What's going on here? Ooh, look at the feet. Moves laterally well. Moves laterally well. Looking good. Getting down there. Getting down there for the blocks. There we go. See him. Getting out there in space. This guy's a hoss. This guy is a hoss. We're looking at a big-time prospect here going to Michigan. And I think they're going to really love this kid. I think he can play some good Michigan ball out there. I think we got a lot of upside here. And I look for him to contribute sooner than later. Maybe within a year or so. Maybe even sooner than that. But we got good size. We got a good frame. We can add to that. We can get stronger. It moves well for his size. Very aggressive. Finishes his blocks. Puts guys down to the ground. Very tenacious. I can see why he's one of the top offensive tackles in the class. Michigan got themselves one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.